Namaha Shri Shankarananda Gurupadam Vujjanmane Savilas Mahamoha Grahya Grasaik Karmani. Can you recall what is the meaning of this verse? Salutation to Sri Shankarananda. Master is saluting his own master. Why? To the lotus feet. Where? To the lotus feet, and why? Because his master work is only one to devour the crocodile of great playful delusion. Delusion is not dull, it is glamorous, full of glamour. Your mind says, oh, look at this beautiful boy, handsome boy or a beautiful girl. Oh, look at this food, is how tasty it is. So it is full of glamour. So we wake up one morning and our mind starts replaying. For example, that unforgettable meal, the food you loved, the flavors you liked, the generous tip you left at the restaurant, as if the waiter had personally cooked it just for you. You see the delusion part? We are enjoying. No, what do you mean? I have given a tip to the waiter, but he did not cook the food. The whole thing turned into a grand event. Any event outside which is grand, it is a part of delusion. And we forget it. Pain is there, obviously, we will move into the Eastern wisdom, but I'm talking of the great delusion in the pleasure. And our mind wants another feast. Once we have gone to that restaurant, we paid to the heavy tip to the waiter. So why? You binge, you repeat, even though you know that the dish is practically what? Your digestive system worst enemy. You can't resist it. The tongue is thrilled. The mind applauds. The stomach flies. That is the monster of delusion. That is the, what we say, the crocodile of delusion. One example. Same thing happens in the pain. Same thing happens in the worries outside. So delusion can begin any time. So our this master says, I put my head at the lotus feet. My intellect is not working. My intellect is dictated by the delusion. Hence, I'm putting my head on your lotus feet. It's a keeping aside your ego with the intellect. So, what is the inner crocodile present in us is the beast of desire, beast of binding desire. It can come anytime. So, because the wisdom comes through a vigilant intellect and guided by the teacher or the knowledge, has one job. Teacher has only one job, hunting the crocodile. Hunting the crocodile. Our mind says, I am the drama, and the teacher So the wisdom says, no, you are not the drama. You are aware in which the drama appears. Let us watch this drama by the poise method. Just you are not doing anything, you're just aware. Aware of what? Aware of the thoughts, feeling, emotions. Check, are they being repeated? Can you have any thought which does not have a past impression? It demands a vigilant, higher level of awareness and attention. Any thought comes and we check. Oh, it had a past, it had some impression, it had some joy or a pain, long list. And then it multiplies, and that's what is happening, whether it is a thought or a feeling. And it reminds you of a delusion. Can you become aware of that thought? Just become aware of that thought. It means you are simply an observer. First point is that notice, and second point that I am an observer, knower. So when you are knower, you can see the difference between the heart and the heart. You become aware at a deeper level. And then we can easily investigate. What is that investigation? That drama queen mind is auditioning again. Drama queen mind wants to come with the audition. Oh, I had a pleasure yesterday. I had a pain here. I will not talk to this guy. Okay. No, I'm suffering from what we say grief. Like that, British women who Queen Elizabeth died and he planned to have a grief for a week. It's a drama queen mind. We should return to that awareness. You understand who is feeding the crocodile? We have to understand that. Wisdom, understanding is required. So that is why we have an investigation. Who is feeding this crocodile? We, binding desire, beast of desires, repetition. And who hunts the crocodile? You see the beauty of the verse. I'm giving you totally in a different dimension. We are going deeper. Look at it. Who is a crocodile hunter? Can I remember all the time 24/7? Whether my mind is thriving on the repeat pleasure of the food in a restaurant, or some untoward incident took place in my home, it is the wisdom that does not allow this inner crocodile. And who is the crocodile hunter? Either you say guru or the knowledge or the wisdom, Eastern wisdom. So that is what the investigation part in the poise method of mindfulness. And then what happens? The S, the space. We see a big space. Oh, the suffering is because of the delusion. I am craving and I'm not getting what I'm craving. I wanted a temporary must continue and it has gone. Oh, so I have a pain. And both investigation clears. Oh, the space is there. And in that space, we can embody what cannot be rejected, what cannot be accepted. Real self, you cannot subtract anything, you cannot add anything into the pure consciousness. So, there, depending on the day, oh, you can be aware of the breath, or you can simply drop Om Shanti. Means you are engaging the mind here, not engaging the mind in the beast of desire. And you see that when you see it clearly, teacher or the Eastern wisdom points relentlessly to the true self, beyond the drama of crocodile of delusion. You are not the spin, you are the space. You can easily get a feel why I developed a poise method. So, in the poise method, in every step there is viveka, discernment, self inquiry. With that inquiry means you are reminding again and again. What you are reminding? Suffering is a cognitive error, a wrong login, not a broken self. You can open your eyes and live into that state of awareness. So you see that in a Namaha Sri Shankarananda. I can go on speaking on that. Namah means not mine. I'm not the body, mind, intellect, thought, feeling, emotions, past. Then what I am. That cannot be subtracted, that cannot be added. That pure awareness and that pure consciousness. But it comes by regular contemplation and reflection. Contemplation, reflection by the power of discernment. My mind is playing teacher role. My mind is playing teacher, teacher, teacher. And here is a seeker, seeker, seeker. My mind is performing. It is not informing. So, when the mind is playing to whom? To my own masters, that appears in different forms. So I use, say, for example, I use this thought process. So when I use this thought process, I am getting rid of the beast of delusion. So who is speaking? The master. Who is listening? The master. And the life. Then you recognize that higher level of awareness. That is the way you feed, that is the way you hunt the crocodile. You feed the hunter with the discernment, not the crocodile. Any thought being repeated, whether there is a pain or pleasure or duality or a conflict, it is the can I remember this all the time in my life? I stand as awareness. I am not the swimmer or the swamp. I am the one who knows both. I know the both. This is the beast of delusion, and here I am. Observer, observed. Observer, observed. This is what the Master is talking about. We'll have one more lesson in a different way, what we discussed with the admin login and local login. Before that, understand this suffering, pain, pleasure, possession, authority, it is a cognitive error. What is error in perception? Error in misidentification. I'm looking at you and mind says you are different and separate from me. It's a very subtlest error, cognitive error, because I feel you are different. I had a wrong login, not a broken self. Self is not broken. Suffering is not a sign that we are broken. We have to be very clear in any situation, event in our life. It just means that I logged into the wrong account. What is that logged in? That I'm the body, mind, intellect, ego. It's a cognitive glitch, a case of mistaken identity where we keep signing as a small, defective me. Small you wake up in the morning, I have a lot of problem with my honey, with my partner. On the one hand you say honey and on the other side you say problem. That is a local login, but we are timeless awareness. This is what the Master is teaching. Or you can say that you have entered a wrong password and then blaming the laptop for having a low self-esteem, frustration, anger, anxiety. Nothing is wrong with the hardware. Nothing is wrong with the hardware. The problem is the login. Do you see that? Suffering is that error message from our life saying you are not who you think you are. That is wrong login. So we have to correct it. Wrong password. Another way to understand is that this wrong local login is the ego's comfortable prison. It prefers the familiar choice over the better one. I don't choose what is right, good, and proper. I choose what is comfortable, pleasurable, boost my ego. So in behind, I am already building the crocodile of delusion. How? How I build it? More of the same stories, reaction, gratifications. How? Like a silkworm cocoon, it begins as comfort and slowly becomes confinement as the mind spins thicker and tighter. Same thing with the cocoon. The worm, silkworm, now silkworm is caught in its own net. The Master says listening and learning, contemplation and reflection, practice and experience. You may believe or you may not believe. Sometimes I have happiness. I said, no, I don't have it. I simply separate through a thought and become aware the headache is gone. Time when you have Purely it's a physical reason, obviously you have, but then you don't have a cognitive error. You don't suffer. Pain is there, oh, let us take, whatever is necessary and finished. So nature of the self, that real self, we are not cocoon of the body and the mind. We are the knower in whom all experiences rise and fall. And I feel while speaking to you, talking to you, sensation in the body, it is a happening on the real self, different, separate. That is the nature of the real self. Because we have to remove the cognitive error, we have to contemplate and reflect and practice and experience. Another way to understand, there is a cycle of seeking and suffering. Seeking, I should be aware. What exactly is the seeking? Is it a play? No problem. It is a binding desire. There is always a problem. Cycle of seeking and suffering. Perhaps I just talk about it. And then I also talked about it that stages of learning, normal learning, fastest learning. You maintain your awareness throughout the day and then you see. So, what happens? Your mind moves from a delusion to dispassion. Because we are discernment, we are already applying this self inquiry. So, the mind continues to produce episodes of delusion, but you know they are performances, not reports on the ultimate reality. Comfort is enjoyed without being. You don't worship the comfort. Go to a restaurant, eat your food that you like, it's okay. Worship means you repeat it. You repeat it. So that repetition comes from the past impression, plus play of the three gunas, plus the taste, remembrance, past impression, memory. So that is the problem. It is worship. So you don't worship the comfort and you don't get crazy with the discomfort. You endure the discomfort and you don't worship the comfort in your daily activities, in the life, in relations. You are almost free. This is what the master is talking about. Then the guru is no longer a person. You can say this guy is a crazy guy, but guru is no longer a person. The guru is a knowledge, it is the wisdom, but a clarity within. That is why in our tradition we give guru a very higher position. That is why the salutation to the guru. I'm focusing on the same verse. Salutation to the guru as a blissful wisdom whose only business is to swallow the crocodile, to help you swallow and swallow. Why? Why it matters? The outer guru helps you to recognize the inner guru. Unexamined delusion. You have it. You spend some time, you examine all those areas of the delusion, it is gone. You are free. You feel that sense of freedom. I was doing in the morning, Om Namah Shivaya, early in the morning, mentally. So my mind reflected this Namah means not me. Then who it is? It is the Shiva only, Who is the Shiva? Everything. The body, breath, mind, intellect, ego, thought, feeling, emotions, everything is the Shiva. That is the actual meaning of Om Namah Shivaya. Namah means not me, not mine. So my mind reflected, oh, not me, not mine. Okay. Then whose? After all, there is a feeling. It all belongs to the Shiva. Now you see, if it belongs to the Shiva, then I'm no longer a doer and the enjoyer. When I'm no longer the doer and enjoyer, where is the beast of delusion will work? So how did I realize? By knowing it. What is that knowing? It's a cognition. It's an awareness, it's pure consciousness. I'm reflecting on something that we should understand before we take up the higher verses. Uh, you see, our life seems to be fine. We have enough wealth, we have comfort, we have what we need outside. But on the inside, I feel trapped. It's like my mind is in prison and I'm constantly reacting to everything with anxiety or frustration. That is why my mind is wandering. Otherwise, there is no reason why the mind should wander. Ask yourself, I feel stuck in a loop of my own thoughts. Why why you are wandering? Why you have unwanted and unwelcome thoughts? Outside everything looks okay. Going deeper, subtle. Then I will pick up those verses from the Master. You will understand it easily. Even when you are listening to me, you may have certain unwanted, unwelcome thoughts. So that's a sign of beast of delusion, crocodile. It is simply a cognitive error. It is error in perception. It is misidentification, a wrong login, not a broken self. We are not broken. We feel that, I have a lot of anxiety. No, we are not. Can I maintain that awareness? Think of it, every morning you have a choice of how to log into your day. You can use the local login. You can use the local login means that I'm the body, mind, intellect, what happened yesterday with my past impression. And then what happens? Ever changing drama of your thoughts, emotions in the body. Or you can use the admin login. I am that peace and happiness. That's the. I have to use the thought to reach to a cognition. Without the thought, there is no way. You may have an extreme pain in the body. You may have untoward incident took place in the world outside with you. Question is local login or admin login? That is the question. That is the question. You see, we are coming to, gradually we are moving to cognition, awareness, or you can say observer and observe. Local login is ego's game. Ego is good and ego is bad also. Ego is like what our master calls the crocodile of delusion. It picks up a single thought from unwanted source and then it continues a desire, a resentment, and spins it until our peace is torn to shreds. Honey, you are responsible for my problem. It spins, it spins. It does not happen once. Do you recognize it? First, it's just a flash of he or she doesn't understand. Thought, thought. Then it is repeated. It spins. Are you understanding? It spins, and then it blasts. So, ongoing process of spinning is how subtler this master has been. What a genius! He used this metaphor, crocodile of delusion, and it builds a prison not from the obvious suffering, but from the very things we choose. I choose you are crazy. Why you are in front of me? Second time, third time, for no, get lost. That includes our pleasure, craving, attachment, attraction. We are busy throughout the day in these things. We are busy. I used to laugh at myself, and okay, what drama you played. So I look at agenda. I have to wash the car. Why should I pay $40 a month? So I have brought it. Today I have an agenda. Okay, that's a big drama. It's a playful drama. After that, another drama of eating the food. Do you have any choice? No choice. Every food is my choice. Finished. Where is the thought? How you have a thought? Can you have unwanted, unwelcome thoughts? You know, Master is talking about that freedom. You are doing everything outside, but still, internally you are free because the ego always presents us with a comfortable choice, pleasurable choice, escaping choice over the right choice. Well, the silkworm I gave you the example. So I need this to be happy. I want this to be happy. I want this to avoid pain. The journey of the delusion. You do it. You do it. I should feel warm. I do it, but it's a drama. Drama is, I'm not the drama. So the master is pointing out that contemplation and reflection. Do you see how your own mind spins these comfortable cocoons? You are not the cocoon. You are the one who can see it. You are the observer. You are the knower. That is what masters use the word sakshi, witness, and that is what Buddha uses the word mindfulness. You are not practicing, you are there. Mindfulness is also sakshi, or in English we say witness consciousness. So it means I should be aware that I'm in a trap now. I have read the books, listen to the lectures about this. I understand the concepts of ego and the witness intellectually, but nothing actually changes in my day to day life. I still feel caught. When you are aware of this fact, you hit upon the difference between the knowledge and the wisdom. Knowledge, intellectual, wisdom applied, observer and observe is different. I'll give you an example of the birds. Last session. That is why our master says Listening and learning, contemplation, reflection, practice and experience. Very practice is that you are an observer watching, observe, not outside, but inside also your thought, feeling, emotions, past impression, reaction, pleasure, repeat, pleasure, spinning, how mind is spinning and you are enjoying. Oh, continue to spin. I'm not you. You are in the state of mindfulness. That is what the Sakshi is. That is what the witness consciousness is. Contemplation. So, primary tool definitely is the discernment, which results into dispassion. Simple statement: I am not what I think. I am not what I feel. I am not what I experience, pain or pleasure. Conclusion: I am not what I think. I am not what I am teaching. That teaching, body, larynx, mind, memory, etc., etc. I'm not. I'm none of them. So that is why I always see my master appears in their different name in their form, who are listening to me. And the master, great master, is also here. Who is that master? He is to where's knowledge? Consciousness. What is knowledge? Knowledge is consciousness. I am not what I think. Can I remain aware throughout the day? I am not what I think. I am not what I feel. I am not. Go ahead, continue. And when you see that, but the problem, our beast ego says, oh, what the hell you're talking of the abstract? No, we are not talking abstract. Very pragmatic. I gave you the example last week. What? Smartphone. You log into the smartphone, a very little screen. Behind it is seamless network. That's why we are able to communicate. Behind is a seamless network. Why it is an abstract? It is here and now. I feel limited myself. Now you see, first I feel limitation because I have a local login, and then I react to every notification. But when I am aware of the vast infinite network, notifications becomes just an information. It's okay. Local login, you feel I am the drama. Admin login, I'm watching the drama. I'm watching the drama. This is also drama. Session is also a drama. Pain is also a drama. Going to a restaurant, repeating the same pleasure is also a drama. Escaping the pain is also a drama. I am separate from it. I'm not the drama. And I told you, I am not what I think, I am not what I experience. So when I have a local login, I feel intensely personal. Someone dies at my home, it is personal. Someone dies at neighbor's home, who cares? But you maintain the state of equanimity, whatever happens in life. Awakening takes place. Awakening takes place. Where is the problem? It is abstract. I see the notification appearing on the screen of my awareness. Eastern wisdom, on the screen of my phone or TV or whatever it is. We are not fixing the waves. I'm remembering, I'm the, I'm remembering, I'm the infinite network, I'm the ocean, I'm not the wave. That remembrance is the cognitive understanding, and that is the state of mindfulness. That is why Master says mindfulness is an effortless and natural. So stop saying I'm the storm and remember I'm the sky. Storm remains at the lower. So every day I wake up, I have to become aware who is pressing me to log in. Is it a local login or an admin login? And that is why Mangalacharan becomes so important. Oh, you just do. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. Sarvesham shantir bhavatu. Peace everywhere. Only peace is there. Where in the peace? Peace at home, in the body, in the mind, in the intellect of home, of everyone, of everyone. Peace is all pervading. Admin login. Why? But I feel the pain in the body. It's really, it's not me. It is just a local login. And I switch to admin login. Pain is happening to the body, not to me. I am not the storm of pain or the pleasure. I am the sky in which everything is happening. Only in the first chapter, this master brings the highest, one of the highest teachings. So the choice lies with us. Cognition, choice. Am I infinite peace, joy, happiness, or the crocodile of delusion? Just see. Did you unconsciously log in as ego, carrying yesterday's burdens and anxieties? Or did you consciously log in as a peaceful awareness, starting your day with a practice? I gave you an example, Mangalajan. Depends on you. And gradually we will, he gives, 25 different hints how to live into that state of consciousness. But long back in fifth or sixth chapter, he says, until then you have to understand completely. Another way to understand, stop logging in as suffering. Think, speak, and act, live as admin. Admin of your own mind. Admin of your mind. Understand another way that ego is a local login. It is not my identity, it is just a drama. Let the ego remain. This master is going in a different direction. You remain, or let the ego remain. It's a local login. Ego, you are saying you are complaining of your pain. Oh, very good. Yeah, good drama. It's not your identity. But you contemplate and reflect and you move into that awareness, you will understand this shift changes how stress and anxiety reaction, painful event are perceived in your daily living. You live totally from a different perspective. 75, mother died. 89, father died. 91, older brother died. 93, uncle died. And recently, my younger brother died. I was identified when my father died in 89. I was very young in 75 when my mother died. So when we are young, we feel that someone died. Extreme pain. After that, it's all a drama of the world. It's happening. I'm taking of extreme pain or the example of the grief with an awareness that one day this will also go. That level of understanding, this is also a drama. Now see another perspective this master brings, step by step, very subtle. He says living in this prison or crocodile of delusion is a matter of choice. I don't want to get out of this prison or this delusion. I continue to live in this prison throughout my life. Or I can get out of it. I have a choice. The master says witness first, sakshi first, mindfulness first. I just explained it. So when that is first, your behavior changes, your attitude changes, your thought process changes, and you discover and a sky, the infinite awareness and consciousness in you. That is why Master says consistent, consistent listening and learning from the teacher means that who explains, who personalizes these teaching. Principles are the same. So now see what comes out of it. I have to maintain my awareness that I'm not the drama. Where the drama takes place, whatever is changing, I am the witness. That is mindfulness. I am not the drama. Body is moving, yes, changing, yes, it's a part of the drama. So when you separate, you stop being the drama, you start being the screen. Did you understand what I'm saying? That is admin login, here and now, how it is abstract. The screen of my monitors do not change. What is changing are the images, expressions, you, me, in the form. Why should I identify with it? After an hour, it will finish. It is an admin login to your life. I'm using big words. It is an admin login to your life. Admin login to your life the moment you wake up. Stop being the drama, start being the screen. So today, or you have a night perhaps to today, if it is my day, oh, it's a noisy movie theater. Some activities will continue. What is being repeated, what is basic necessities of going to the restroom, food, etc., that will come. Some new activities which I'm always aware it will come and go on the screen. It is happening on the screen. I am not the drama. But if I'm the drama, then there is a confusion. The moment I have a confusion, so in some events I have pleasure, I have pain, I want to repeat something. Local login, I explained to you in the form of the ego, but local login is the identification with the body mind. I am this mood, this role, this problem, this agenda, I have to do this. And admin login is an identification with the pure, peaceful consciousness. You simply say, I am Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu. One day, you will know peace is there. On that peace is an ocean, the wave of discomfort is there. Who cares? No, you care. There is a pain, you take care of it, but you are not identified, you are not attached. Why it happens? I fuse myself with the thought. Pain in the head, I have a pain. I'm already fused with my thought feeling. Now you see that when I'm fused with that thought of anger, anxiety, reaction, or any life event, suffering feels like a personal defect. I'm broken, my life is ruined, my heart is shattered. It looks everything is personal. But they are simply the joke we are making because of the delusion. I met more than five couples here in States. And they divorced and they said, I'm shattered, my heart is broken. After 6 months, they came to me with a new partner. They said, I'm very happy now. Very good. So I didn't say anything when they come to me and they say, my heart is broken. One woman married fourth time. So she invited me for a feast, and I said, I'm very happy that you are getting married. I'm waiting for the fifth time. Think of the drama that is happening in our life. Just because of one email, I feel a failure, or I am so pleased unnecessarily. Suffering, remember, never forget, suffering is a cognitive error. It is error in perception. It is wrong identification. It is a wrong login to the ego. It is identification with the body, mind, past impression. I'm not broken at all. The moment your mind says you are suffering, first thing you have to say, I am not broken. That self is still intact. It is the ego builds a comfortable prison from pleasures, craving, shiny things, emotional stories. Those days I can't forget. That's why you are crazy. Those days you can't forget. Why don't you live here and now? Those those days I don't forget. For the sake of playing a drama, we can say that, we can express that, but they are the drama and I'm not. What happens, your mind will undergo a transformation. It will never say, I need this to be happy. I can't be okay unless I get this. Where the master is going, taking us. He says that everything is changing in your life. It is a process of becoming, but you are being. Come on. It is a state of becoming. Becoming, ego, body and mind, identification, cognitive error, delusion, everything comes. And ultimately, he summarizes becoming. You are not becoming, you are being. You are being. I know you understand the difference between being, becoming. Becoming means consistently changing. Everything drama is happening. Movie. Patanjali. Patanjali Yoga Sutra. Yoga Sutra. We say the yoga, the master text. It is considered as an authentic text. In the second chapter, every master teaches the same thing, but they go in a different way. So in the second chapter, he says, when your thought, feeling, emotions, body, mind, intellect, what is seen is fused with the seer, you are suffering. But his approach starts from a different angle. Every master teaches the same thing, that when what a fusion means, uh, I feel pain, I still will say I feel pain in my head, but internally there is a clear cognition. It is the head which is causing the drama, and I am not the drum, I am not the head, I am not the pain. We still say it. Awakening is not a thing that you go in a public. I am awakened, I will impose 100% tariff on you. So it is not that way. No? So and people will notice through your thought, through your speech, through your actions in your life, you are able to maintain that calmness, that peace, that joy inside. Nobody watches that you get frustrated on anything. You see, Patanjali is a fusion. He uses only one liner verse, and he says that fusion is causing the problem. Remove this, but he lays down the foundation. First thing, that I should recognize that I am in a prison. Then I see the trap, or how this trap is building. I gave an example of the bird. So the first metaphor, the silkworm luxury penthouse. Second, seeing the trap, the birds singing in the net, gave you that example. Then choosing the witness, screen versus movie. And other practices are there, Mangalacharan, etc., contemplation, reflection. Or you can say that you update your operating system from the storm to the sky. That will also work. So I have to use these phrases to keep in the mind and live into that awareness again and again. By repetition, those past impressions will stop entering into your mind. The problem, the issue, the journey is follows the same trend. Listening and learning the principles with a clarity, paying attention to it, contemplation and reflection every day, followed by the practice every day, and then you will find that you are there. Metaphorically, we live into that, I'm the sky, not the weather. Pain is a wave in me, and I'm the ocean. Pleasure is another wave in me, I'm the ocean that holds it. My mind, whatever you say, you are my instrument. You don't play drama with me. I'm not drama. I'm not you. So when you see that, you find you are totally a different person. In our next lesson, we will also go a little deeper into one. Consciousness is only one, but login are two. How to understand that part? That we will do next week. Yes, Dennis first. Now, take your time.
Thank you for the lesson. My takeaway is that the suffering is a matter of choice. It is unconscious choice when I don't know who I am and I take it for granted that I'm the body. So when the body feels pain, I unconsciously choose to accept that pain in the body as my suffering. And if I know that I am not the body, then I can consciously choose to log in as admin and to observe the pain rather than suffer. But it's easy to say that this is the choice. It's not simply a choice because there are too many other things that provide for this choice. And it's not only the understanding that I'm the body, but also the ability to maintain this awareness, this understanding at all times, even at and especially at times of extreme pain or extreme pleasure. Because when the body is in pain, the mind obstructs the knowledge and makes us forget who we are, and lose awareness, and the suffering starts even if understanding is there in the intellect. So that the challenge is to pass this knowledge from intellect to the mind through listening, learning, contemplation, and practice until the mind gives up and accepts the knowledge, so that observer and observed never mix up anymore.
Beautifully said. Beautifully said. It's easy to understand, but applying that wisdom. So now you see the one master, you go to one master who is teaching that love is the path to reach to that state. Loving kindness. If you go to him and if you say, my mind does not listen to it, he will say, just take this mantra and continue to chant it, unless your mind is purified and you will be able to separate it. You go to another master, he will say, okay, do your work as a play, as a drama. Do all your activities as a play and drama. Devote or surrender it to the God. You reach to the same point. We'll understand those things briefly in this journey, and that will help you to evolve further. Yes, Samir, what you have to say?
So one thing I am experiencing a lot, that the concept of future happiness, when you start understanding it is a delusion. That future happiness is a delusion, means you are experiencing in your daily life, then nothing remains very necessary for you in life, whether it is respect or
Yeah,
anything. It is not meeting someone. You meet someone, I'm dying to meet someone, okay, I meet or I don't meet, it is perfectly fine for me. So this is, he gave me respect or he didn't give me respect, he welcomed me or he didn't welcome me, lot of things, means nothing, whatever, means I am happy
yes,
as as on its own, means
yes, yes.
I think. So this is the change I am experiencing, that now if I go to somewhere, then it's okay, if I don't go, then it's perfectly fine. So it is, this is, means it is not that something is very necessary for me or I am dying to do something, that is has changed. I am perfect in all the situations,
Be-
whatever is happening in life.
Beautifully said. You have pragmatically, you are applying these principles, you are perceiving these principles in your daily life, and that is wonderful. In every situation, I'm okay. But that I am is the screen, that I am is the ocean, not the wave. The moment this I am is the local login, then we have a problem. Then we are always suffering. So today's session, you listen to it again and again, everyone, and then contemplate and reflect. Raise questions in the form of a doubt and answer yourself. In and create a situation. Oh, last week this situation happened. How so? What is the perception now? What is the cognitive error? And you will find that you will move into that awareness easily. It's not a big deal. Yes, Vaibhav.
Thank you, sir. Sir, like while listening to the today's lesson and experiencing it, like with the two logins, there's a local login and the admin login, and how my experiences become personalized when I log in with the local login. So, what was happening, like when I was just starting on this throughout the day and before starting on the session, my head was feeling heavy, and as I was listening you, my head became very light. It became very calm. So I was experiencing this while listening to you.
Beautiful. Yes, it happens. I gave you that example. When they are fused, local login, you'll find discomfort. Oh, I feel cough and should I take a lesson or no? No, admin login. I will continue in every situation, in every condition. My son used to be young, but now he is mature. He is my boss. So in those days, I said, "What the hell you are doing?" But externally, it was a drama. Internally, I was free. Internally, I was free. But now the situation has changed. He has become mature. I need not to follow that same pattern. So every moment you live into that, you are intoxicated with that consciousness. You live into that, and that helps you to get rid of this delusion all the time. That is all for today. Thank you very much. We will
Thank you,
meet
sir.
again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Namaste, sir.